This is my anatomy terms labeling video. This is my brother Xander, he's gonna be my model for today. So we're gonna start off with the directional terms. So up here, this would be superior towards the top of his body, so this would be superior. Then going down towards his feet would be inferior. Then we have anterior, which is his frontal side here. Then we have posterior, which is his back side, back here. And then we have proximal. So proximal would be going towards the inner part of his body or his medial side of his body. So proximal on a limb, so this would be going towards him, then distal would be going away, and it's the same on the leg. So proximal would be going up towards him, and distal would be going down, away. And then we have medial and lateral. So medial will be going toward the middle of his body here, then lateral would be going away from his body there. Now we're gonna get into the anatomical terms. So we're gonna start off with the cephaliac, which is his head up here. And then we have his orbital, which is his eyes, frontal, which is his forehead, right here. And then we have his otic, which is his ear, right here. And then we have his nasal, which is his nose. Then the mental, which is his chin. The buccal, which is his cheek. Let's see, which ones am I forgetting? The cervical, which is his neck. So this part right here. Then oral. Oral is his mouth. I don't think I got that one. Then we have the acromion, which is the point of his shoulder. So his would be right here. And then we have his shoulder, which is right here. Then we have the auxiliary, which is his armpit, right here. We have his throat, right in there. Sternal, right there where his sternum's at. Then we have the pectoral region, which is this area right here. And then we have his mammary, which is his breast. So that's right there. And then we have his buccal, which is his arm, so right here. Then we have his antecubital, which is the inner part of his elbow right here. And then we have the his antebrachial, which is his forearm right here. And then we have his carpal, which is his wrist right here. Then we have his palmar right here, digitals, which are our fingers right there. Then we have his navel, which is his belly button right there. Then we have his inguinal, which is his groin, right there. Let's see. And then we have his coxal, which is his hip, so right here. Then we have his femoral, which is his thigh, so right there. His anticrural, which is his chin. So come, put your leg up like this. Hold on to me. And so his anterior curl, which is right here, which is his leg. Then we have his talus, which is his ankle, right here. Then we have the dorsum of his foot, which is the top part of his foot. Then we have the tarsals, which are also on the top of the foot right there. And then we have his digitals down here, which are his toes on this side. And then the genital is right in the middle, right there. Now, go ahead and turn around like that. Okay, and then we have the cranial, which is the top part of his head up here. Then the occipital, which is the lower part of his head right here. And then we have his nuchal, which is his neck back here, the back part of the posterior part of the neck. Then we have his scapula, which is right here, which is his shoulder, or his shoulder blade. Then we have the shoulder right here, then the vertebral, which runs down his spine right there. And then brachial, which you guys already know is the arm right here. And then we have the olecranon, which is his point of his elbow. So if he points his elbow, his olecranon is right there. Then we have his lumbar, which is his lower spine, which is right here. And then the last part of the hand is the dorsum of the hand, which is the back part of his hand right there. Then we have the gluteal, which is his butt, right there. Then there's the sacral, which is right above his butt, so right in there. And then the perineal with an eye, which is right under his butt. And then the femoral, which is his thigh, so right here. And then we have the popliteal fossa, which is, here, go this way. Popliteal fossa, bring your leg up, which is the back part of his knee, right there. Then we have his sural, which is his calf, right here. Then the perineal with an O, which is these right here. And then we have his plantar, which is a sole, so right on the bottom of his foot right there. And that is my anatomical term videos with my little brother.